haven't done a live in this month so far, and obviously it's been a while since I've been in the good rhythm of live streams, but I'm gonna try not to be so awkward. This is the first live stream I've done with just me in a very long time, so I feel like it's gonna be a little refreshing. I do have a very playful puppy right now, so you might end up seeing her running. She loves to bite me, so you might hear me yelp a couple times. We don't know. But yeah, I'm just excited. I am very, very thrilled to be able to do this. It is a snow day today. The nice benefit of working in a school is that when the school is closed, I work from home, and I've pretty much caught up on most of my work things this week, so that's great. So yeah, let me know. I'm gonna kind of get into the flow here, and just let me know what you guys are working on. I'm very excited to hear from everyone. Hello, my dear friend. I'm so happy you could show up. Hope your all your things are going well, or your relaxation / making stuff. Hi, Caitlin. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, so I just got out of a training myself, and it was such a rewarding one. I love so if anyone's new here or watching this in the future, I am a working counselor. I am attempting to go get my license in the coming year, and I have to do training. So for the place that I'm employed, I have to do 4 trainings a year, and once I get my license, I have to do 40 hours every 2 years. So I always have to do trainings. But I did one today, and it was about self-disclosure in therapy as a therapist, like self-disclosing, and it was just so good. And self-disclosure is one of those things where people never know what the line is, because you don't want to overtake the therapy session and make it about yourself, but it's good to also let your clients know that you're human. And there was just like this one thing that the presenter summed up with at the end, and he was saying about how he's from Philadelphia, he works in Philadelphia, and how when there was a shooting in 2020 and a Black man was killed, he was saying that one of his other clients came in during that day and said that that's what they wanted to talk about. And they had a really nice discussion about how, for men, the perceived masculine man, how that's how like people in society want to like view men, right? Is like masculine, aggressive, powerful, assertive. And yet when there's presented in front of like authority, like police and, people in power, how they want these men to now be vulnerable and calm, and how that's such like at war with each other. So yeah, I wanted to share that because it was just very profound to me. And I was like, I never put it in that way, about how societal norms are so like blanketed for men, but then the expectations switch in certain situations, and it's not an easy switch for people who don't know how to make a switch. So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm being very therapy today. I have my clinician brain on since I'm technically working. So so yeah, it was a good training. So anyway, I'm ready after coming off a good training to do some writing. So let me catch up on some of our comments. So making a late lunch about the garland. Yes. Oh my God. I can't wait to see how those come out. You're definitely going to have to send me a picture on Instagram. Caitlin, setting up your 2023 bullet journal and procrastinating. Yo, I washed my hair yesterday, and then I went out into the snowstorm, but I feel like it's doing pretty good, all things considered. But I get that feeling too. Washing your hair is such a production. Well, I'm glad that you made mine, though you might have needed a nap. I think that's what Kelly said too. Yes, sounds like you needed the rest. So, Nema says hello. Wasn't meant to be writing this month. You know what? Just do that. Sometimes when we have the urge to write, we just gotta do it, right? So I'm glad you're here, and we will definitely get into the writing in a second. I love an unplugged weekend. Yes. Thank you. I really wanted to share it because it really just stuck with me. And I mean, I am, as much as a writer, I am also a clinician who does therapy on the reg. So even when I'm writing, I tend to have those things woven into my stuff. But yeah. So this puppy, she just wants to play. Ow. Ugh. This little jerk face. Ugh. She just doesn't want to sit still. Again, she was sitting still with me yesterday, and we snuggled and I read, and now she's like, okay, I have enough of that shit. I need to be a chaotic mess again. So we'll just let her do her thing in the background. She has licked my face. All right. Wow. I am, as far as myself goes, I am going to be working on Project Mermaid, my adult dark fantasy. I guess it's fantasy romance, but it's not like more emphasis on the dark rather than the romance part, because she wants to kill her lover. That's the whole like premise of this book, is that the little mermaid is coming to the sea to actually kill the prince. So that's what I'm gonna be working on. Probably during the first sprint, I'm gonna probably do like a 15-minute warm up. I do have to do some adulty things that I forgot to do, which is pay my bills. So probably in the first 15 minutes, I'm gonna pay my bills, and then we'll get to writing. So if you are just showing up, let me know what you're working on. Otherwise, guys, I think we're just going to jump right into this. Kyle, hello. No, we're just on time. I'm just starting my first sprint. So you are right on time. All you missed was me talking about the training I was in, which, I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with writing, so you don't have to really go back and watch that. All right. So let's get this. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get my timer situated. See, I'm going to slowly get back into the streaming. And thankfully, it doesn't take too long. So, okay. We are going to get my timer up. Oh, look at that. Ah, excellent. Okay, guys. So, can we do the snake timer? Ooh. I've never used anybody else's timer before. Let me see. Is it a 15-minute one? I could try that out. What are you doing? Just eat in my chair. Okay, writing Violet. She has a lot of timers, doesn't she? I think it's okay. 15-minute winter. She has. Oh, I love all the. I think. Oh, she's a 20-minute Sagittarius. That's nice too. 22. Okay. That's a duck timer. Okay, how about, let's see. I am not finding this timer at all. So I apologize, Kelly. I will maybe use one of hers next time. I have no idea where it is, and I don't want to delay too much. So I will keep that in mind for future Bree. Because normally I just use Google. So I don't know where the snake is, Kelly. I only found a duck that was 22, not a snake. So, all right. I will find a writing Violet for the next one, though. So, how about that? Even though it's not the snake. So, okay. On that note, guys, let's get into the writing. Here we go. Alrighty. So that's the end of the first sprint. How did everyone do? So do I have? Oh, yes, I did. Ha. So I did the adult things. I paid my bills. That's really all I got. Which is good because I had to actually finagle some things. I don't know if anybody else has this, but this particular December has 3 paychecks, and that always throws me off because I'll get in a good system where like the 2 paychecks I get, like I have to pay these certain bills because of the due dates. And then when they throw that third one in there, it just confuses me because then I also have to predict like, oh, even though this is December, like my December paycheck, the next one, the 30th, I will end up needing like money for like mid-January bills. So it's a very confusing time. So honestly, I needed that whole 15 minutes to do that. So anyway, not that anybody cares about me paying my bills. Let's see. I know Joanne popped in. It's lovely to see you. I'm glad you're here joining us. Kyle was supposed to finish your first chapter at 5K, decided to go 10K instead. I mean, more power to you. I don't typically tend to write that long of chapters myself because I don't like reading them, but if it flows and it works, then have at it because that's a lot of words. To the group, I don't know if anybody else dropped in, but Kyle was wondering if anyone has some interesting sci-fi weapon concepts. Like I said, I do have a sci-fi novella, but it's more like experimentation and like other planets. There's not like it's not violence. It's more of a character study, I would say, and like the world, like how we destroy our world and all that good stuff. So anywho, I don't really have any weapons that I could think of aside from like movies. Like I would always maybe take inspiration from movies. Like so, my favorite sci-fi. I love like Chronicles of Riddick. I mean, we have Star Wars, of course. That's the obvious one, but you can't really grab some lightsabers out of that. But yeah, I would just maybe say like look up some like concepts for popular sci-fi movies and maybe tweak it. Let's see. Joanne, little nauseous though. Oh no. Oh my god, I forgot about your bakery rival. I love this. I'm happy you're working on that. I hope you feel a little bit better though. That always sucks. Kelly got her sandwich and did some mom things. Love that. Ooh, a compass that's enchanted. I love that. Good old Appalachian paycheck to paycheck. Am not a sci-fi girly. It's all good, Kelly. I do love sci-fi. I love sci-fi movies more than I like reading it sometimes, but there's a couple good books like Christopher Paolini's new series. It's all interconnected. It's not really like a series telling, but To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. Oh my god, that was such a good book. I would love to make that into a movie. Hello, subs. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Let us know what you're working on. Let's see. So yeah, so I think in the next one, I'm gonna pull up that snick, the snake and duck. I will pull that up and we will use that this time. But yeah, I think I am finally gonna dive in. I don't know. I'm just gonna ask this to everybody too. Let's see. Mark B, hello. Thanks for joining. Does anybody else feel like when they've taken a little bit of time off of a project, that one, you procrastinate because it's been a while, and two, do you guys ever feel like you know, like you get in your own head about like where you're going with a story? For me, I keep telling, I don't know why, like this draft in particular, my mermaid story, I keep trying to like be a perfectionist a little bit, and I keep thinking like I have to nail it on the first try. This is my first draft. I do not know why I'm being so critical of myself with this draft in particular, but I've been so stuck because there's a lot of political maneuvering. And again, this is the first draft, but like in my head, I have to nail the politics the first time around. And I don't know why. So I've been putting off writing my story because I know I'm not going to be great at all the politics the first go around, but like I want to be. So I'm talking now as a way to procrastinate because I'm just so nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous to write this. Like, I don't know. Does anyone else feel that way ever? Like, you just want to be like perfect and it's unrealistic of yourselves? I don't know. So yeah, that's what we're going to finally dive back into my mermaid book because I've been procrastinating. Eva, hello. So nice of you to join us. As a duck snake. Let's see. Yeah, that's. I know. I need to write the damn thing. I have not been editing, but I'm just like I've been so stuck moving forward because I know that it's not going to be perfect. I think like that's probably the best way I can describe it is that like I know there's so much like complexities and like nuances that I want to add in that realistically it's not going to happen in the first draft, but like I just keep getting in my head that like writing it is not going to come out the way I want it to. So yeah, I haven't been editing though. That's the one thing I've learned about myself is that if I edit, I don't get out of editing and then I never finish anything. Thanks, friend. Yeah. Oh God, it's so awful. I mean, I'm just glad I'm not the only one because like I don't know why it's coming up with this draft. Like I wrote my sci-fi novella 2 years ago and didn't have that problem at all. And I wrote my rom-com that I'm co-writing, not really getting in that way. It's just with this particular, I don't know if it's because it is more political or I'm trying to make it more political than my other books. And that could be why. It's just like leveling up my writing, I guess you could say. Like I want to get to the next step, but I'm like so nervous. I'm not like maybe it's imposter syndrome. It could be just that. Like I'm not good enough to write this. Draft has to have words and finished. Yes, yeah, exactly. And I know this logically. Like, right? We all know this. She is. She just always knows when to pop up and be supportive. Kyle, I have a fantasy book in the making. I'm scared to start writing. Yeah, okay. Thank you. At least validating. So I don't know. Yeah, there's always like some parts, whether it's like the politics or a character or like there's something sometimes that make us like just nervous to go forward with it. Glad we're all in the same boat of procrastinating. But I mean, hey, you did a lot of work though if you're proofreading. So maybe you just deserve that break. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's the editing. I think it's just like I said, I think I finally like it's the imposter syndrome of just like I'm not good enough to write it. I think that's probably what's happening. You do, Kelly. You have your hands in like a little bit of everything. It's great. Oh my God. See, yeah, and that's what I feel like. And it's in theory, my goal was to finish this book because I don't have a ton of chapters left. My goal was to finish by the end of the year. And I know I can do that. It's not going to be hard if I just write the damn thing. Well, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. Kelly is currently critiquing some of my earlier chapters to see flow and things like that. So I appreciate you. It's okay. I like both. A mouse. Work when I always tell you. It depends. In certain situations in my life, I'm definitely that way. I love proving people wrong. I feel like maybe I don't know. It could work maybe, but I love this. So yeah, I double dog dare you. Okay, well on that note, why don't we just write it then? I guess that's where we're at, right? All right. So I do have, let's see. Oops, that's the wrong one. I got to figure out. Now I got to go back around. Okay, here's the duck timer. I found it. Yay. Oh my gosh. Do we like this? No, I don't want to be that close up. We'll go back to that. All right, guys. So we got this lovely duck timer. I hope that it works. I've never used someone else's timer. So I'll see you guys in 2222. Happy writing. That was so cute. There's these little quacks. Oh my goodness. So how did everyone do that time? Let me see. I wrote words. I did. I read a little bit into like what I had, where I was going, because like I said, I took a little bit of time. I was also trying to get back into the scene again. Oh, this is what happens. Like, I wish I didn't take so much time off. But you know, let's see. As far as, I feel like I wrote a little bit though. I wrote 247 words. So bad for 22 minutes and me rereading a little bit and trying to figure out where I was going. So, you know, there was that. How did everyone else do? Let's see. Kelly's already on top of this. 20 minutes listening to Cersei. I'm trying to figure out something for dinner. Yeah, I love Cersei. I read it physically, but I feel like the audiobook would be great. Mark V got through a chapter in the book I'm reading. Yay! Mark, did you share what book you were reading? I don't know if you wanted to. You don't have to, but I would love to know what you're reading. I'm currently, which obviously I'm not doing in the stream, but I'm currently listening to my book club's pick for the month of December, which is Off to Be a Wizard. It's an interesting one. It's kind of like it's comedy fantasy where this guy who's an ordinary Joe like decides or finds something like some kind of magical computer file that makes him kind of perform magic. And he decides that, you know, people are getting suspicious of him, so he decides to run to the medieval times to pretend to be a wizard. Initially, I wasn't so sure because I listened to A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson, and I loved it. And the tone is completely different than this book, but now that I'm getting into it, it's pretty good. Let's see. I fell in love with Hope. It looked depressing, so I bought it. You know what? I'm here. The vibes, right? I sometimes really dig making myself sad. Kyle, I hit the end of my creative stream and stopped, and the timer was at. Well, you know what? Sometimes that happens too. You know, it sounds like you had quite a good day though overall. I hope it was a good day. I mean, I guess that's, you know, subjective if you feel that way. But I'm glad you like joined and you tried to get some more writing done. And you got what, like 20, 15, I don't know, 25 minutes, 35 minutes? There we go. That's math. Got like 35 minutes done. So that's excellent. But yeah, I think hopefully, so I'm going to end by 3:00 today for sure. I'm thinking that I can get this chapter done. I'm on chapter 20 in my book, and I think I could get done with that in this stream if I get into a good creative flow. So I'm either thinking, as far as the next time goes, I'm either thinking like 25 or 30 minutes. What is everyone else feeling? Because I could probably do like 2 25-minute sprints. I could do maybe 1:30, 1:15. Depending on how long we talk for, because right now it's exactly 2:00 and we just hit the hour mark. So, what are we thinking? Hi, why'd you get down, little pup? Sookie. If anyone follows me on Instagram, I had a really cute picture of Sookie sleeping, and now she's just on the floor staring at me. I don't know why. Let's get a nice shot of her. Sookie, bye. What are you doing? That's all she's just staring like a weirdo. All right, so Kelly wants to go big, 35. And Mark's over here like, nah, 25. So anybody else want to have a final say before I pick a timer? Let's see. I know Writing Violet has a 30-minute. Let's see. Does she have a 25-minute? She does not. So probably just going to have to use a normal, unless Kelly, you have somebody else that has timers. I know, well, Zara has timers, I know too. Although Zara's makes noise, and I love Zara, but the typing freaks me out. I hate it. Let's see. Oh, Holly Davis has a 30-minute one. That's really pretty. Oh, it has music with it too. I don't know if we want the music. Laura Nettles. Okay. So, why are you doing this? She's trying to eat my blanket. Maybe she wants to get back up. Okay. Let's see. Rachel Wrights has some. There's actually quite a lot of people that I follow that have. I'm a writer, I swear, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna check out Laura's 30. Okay, we could do a 30. She has a cauldron timer. I like that one. Does this make noise? No. Okay. All right. How about the cauldron one? We'll do that. Haha. Okay. So let's do 30. I am ready to rumble. I want to be very productive this 30 minutes. Okay, so hopefully Laura doesn't copy strike me. If not, I'm gonna also blame Kelly for getting my video copy strike. So Diane, hi my friend. How are you? Oh my gosh, I miss your face. I hope you're well. I know work has been kicking your ass, so I'm so happy to see you here. As we're about to go into a sprint, but you can feel free to post whatever the heck you want. I will respond. So, okay, for everybody else's sake, we're going to jump right into our 30 minutes. So, good luck, guys. Happy productivity. All right, that one don't think had sound, but it ended. So hi. How did everyone do? That was very, very productive for me. I gotta figure out where I had lasted. Okay, 600 words exact. I also had to make a few notes about maybe some things I wanted to happen at the end of this chapter and then the next chapter. And I had to compare some things for continuity. Can I just say to you guys, it's so funny that this happened in stream so I can share it. So I have this character who in this is kind of like my Sea Witch character. This is a little bit like a Little Mermaid retelling, and I have a Sea Witch, but the Sea Witch is very shark-like. Like their merfolk are similar to sharks, and that's how they move and stuff like that. So I was trying to remember if I named her kingdom, and I could not remember. So I'm like here and I'm like looking up some words and I'm trying to like make a play of like a similarity to a Danish word. And I'm like searching. So like I finally type in fight and I get like a word and I'm like, oh, I can kind of tweak this. So I tweaked the word to Kampa, Kampa. And it's like a loosely related to the word fight in Danish, which I picked it because they're sharks and like they're like very aggressive. And so is my Sea Witch. So long story short, after I did this, I go back in my notes and I finally found that I picked the same name for my kingdom already. And I did not find this before I did this again. So I apparently did the same exact research and method to get these same names. So this kingdom was meant to be this name. Like, does anyone else that had ever happened to anybody else? Like, how strange. Because like I said, I finally found it and I was like, oh, it's the same, like same spelling, same everything. So just so strange. All right, so let's see. I know that during that, right at the end, obviously Diane had come in. Yes, we'll definitely chat, my friend. Dystopia, I believe it's Autumn. I didn't actually see if she did not. I think her name is Autumn. It's been a while since I've seen you, so I wanted to make sure that that's your name before I called you something else. But Dystopia came in at least to say hi. Mark V, very valid question. Sometimes I also want to punch fictional people, and I just have to settle for like my pillow. But you know, M had come in, but she had some work, so we'll make one work in the future. Joanne said that she's dozing off. I can also probably take a nap, but I hope that we're almost done. So maybe lurking in the chat for the next couple minutes, I'll be fine. See, Kelly wrote, let's see, another 20 minutes of Cersei, cleaned the kitchen and got all my root vegetables. You are just like domestic goddess, my friend. Eva 672, awesome. I love we were both in the 600s. Mark read a few pages. I'll never keep track what I'm reading from. Now, I wouldn't either. You're fine. I mean, reading is reading. Yes. Yeah, I like having different types of mermaids in this. So I can see like some of their, obviously the ways that they hunt are going to be different. And my Shark Kingdom doesn't have like a siren song. So like they hunt way more like sharks. I randomly named 2 cities in this scene. Love that. Are they the same city with 2 different names or just 2 cities? I mean, either way. What Lies Beneath was one of the first movies I saw with my now husband. I think that's where I learned sharks can't swim backwards. I feel like this is one of those things where I knew this, but it's been so long since I've like done my shark research that like I didn't even consider that as a factor. But like I don't have anything where she's gonna be moving backwards anyway, so it's just like an understood statement. Yeah, I mean orcas are really crazy. Yeah. Well, I mean, I would say too that like obviously with my mer sharks, if you want to say that. Like they have to be aggressive when they're feeding. So like that's more of like the aggression. Because otherwise, like I mean, she can be aggressive, but not in a like I'm gonna like beat the crap out of you aggressive. I'm just gonna outwit you. Yes. I've almost thought about trying to make because I was thinking about doing like more of like an octopus squid originally, but I kind of like the shark aspect for mine. But I do think there is a kingdom of octopi type merfolk. And oh yeah, you just asked, is there more squid? Yeah, there definitely is. I just haven't. I don't think they're gonna be making an appearance in my novel, at least not this book. But yeah, there's definitely various types of mer people. Do they? I have no idea. I actually had a conversation with one of my therapy clients because this was over the summer, but they were really afraid of going in the ocean because of shark attacks. And we went and pulled up a bunch of research about like how many actual like shark attacks there are in a year and how many deaths there are. And it's very low in comparison. I think there was like 172 shark attacks documented in 2020. And that's the entire world. So really not that many when you consider that there's like billions of people here. Oh, nice. I love that. Like just these epiphanies. Cows know the humans' weaknesses, hence why they are always abducted by aliens to be studied. Kelly, can you please write this book when you get some free time? I need this. I need that so bad as like a satire fantasy book or sci-fi book. Yeah. And I actually say that like I just wrote in my thing, like she in my sea witch says like as such we do not hunt with sound, rather we hunt with wit and force. So like that's where she's talking about. Like I don't actually use the term aggressive, but I was trying when I was naming it, I was trying to like think about like what people associate with sharks, and I had tried aggressive. Yo, I am so much more afraid of the ocean than space. Like by far, the ocean is terrifying to me. And same, I definitely love it, but like it's like every time I am writing this novel in particular, I like get into like some weird deep places in myself where I'm like, we don't know anything about the ocean. We know more about space, I think, than we do the ocean. And thank you. If you need a villain of the merfolk, make the true villain the orca mermaids. I mean, I could maybe do that. Although the villains of this, well, technically, I could argue that my main character is a villain because she is trying to kill somebody. So there is that. My scene has a pirate trying to dress for a gala. Oh my god, I love this. Do you know what that reminds me of? And I haven't read the book, but it's one of my favorite movies, which is Stardust. And it reminds me of Robert De Niro's character on the flying spaceship. And I'm just obsessed. I love this. I don't know if it's a man or a female pirate, but like that's what I get out of that. Yes, that's my fave. And thank you, Kelly. The plot is the villain must be. That's what I was just gonna say. Like it really is because it's like it's no one person is actually a villain in this. But I am now that I am getting in such a good groove again, and I'm really excited to finish this story. I have so many little things that I have to like weave together. It's female pilot also. I love this. Ooh, Eva, if you ever need like a beta reader, let me know. I do love pirates. Apparently, I don't know if anyone follows like Fairy Loot, but I subscribe to their adult book only because I was really trying to amp up like more adult books since I previously had read a lot of YA, but I don't write YA anymore. I only really wrote it once. And I was like, I need some more adult books to get into my repertoire so I can make some comparisons. And apparently in February, it's going to be a pirate themed adult fantasy. And I'm very excited because I don't think I've ever read an adult pirate fantasy before. Yes, that's really what it is. That's pointed teeth, man. I used to be terrified of dolphins. Stardust is the core mining sport. Yes. Oh my god. And then like what's the Disney movie that failed? The planet one. Treasure Planet, right? I love Sky Pirates. There's like Sky Pirates in which it's another series that got canceled by the publisher and makes me so mad, but it was AC Goggins Reign the Earth and something the sky. I can't Imprison the Sky. And Imprison the Sky they also have Sky Pirates. I'm so sorry that they pulled the rug out of that series. I love it so much. Anyway, I can go on a rant with that. One day I'm gonna make a video about my opinions on like publishing and how they cancel good series because of not pushing interest. And then they'll be like, oh, we didn't make sales. Anyway, okay. I gotta get off this rant. Do we want to do one more last minute sprint? Maybe like a 10-minute like mad dash. Wait, didn't Writing Violet have like she had like an 8-minute timer? Do we want to do that? Let's see. Oh, she has an 11-minute bubble tea. That's cute. I'm not going to use that one. Let's say we want to do 8 minutes or 11 minutes. We could do the boba, or there's a 6-minute pride one, or the 8-minute chaos queen. Actually, that one looks like a mer one. I feel like it's called Let's Get Quackin'. I mean, that's how we have to end while I'm writing a mermaid and Eva's writing a pirate, right? That's what we gotta do. And thank you. This is my stream. I guess I can pick it. All right, let's get quacking. I'm obsessed. Oh my god, she's too funny. I'm gonna have to follow her more. I only know her from like Zara and Kelly and Barrett streams. Like I don't know her very well. I'm gonna have to follow. Anyway, okay, let's do this 8-minute. Let's get quacking timer and mad dash for the end of this stream. So, all right, 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity.
won't stop till I wear the crown.
That was not the ending I expected for that timer. All right. Oh, I am definitely, I feel like I'm in such a good place. Like I knew once I started writing again, this was going to be good, but like little pieces are starting to come together. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. As far as, where did I end with this? That's what I mean. I really don't keep track. I did read a good amount. Okay, I think that's where I was. So I wrote 333. Look at that. Wait, did I really write that much? Jesus, I did. So I wrote pretty much half of what I wrote in a 30-minute sprint. In 8 minutes. How many minutes? 8 minutes? That felt like such a long time. That does not feel like 8 minutes. Okay, well, I guess I can amuse myself sometimes. I mean, we're ending on a solid streak, I think. So let's see. Mark, for your last sprint, made some tea and read one page. Yeah, I mean, 8 minutes is probably not going to do much, but tea sounds lovely. I hope it's a good flavor. Eva, you know what? I just feel like we're on such a good wave today, but like 5:07 in 8 minutes, girl, you're my idol right now. And a chapter 7 in Circe, and it sounds like you had a good writing day. Yeah, I mean, for not writing in like 2 weeks and then coming back and getting like 1,000 words. Yeah, I've got over 1,000 words written in under 2 hours. I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. Yeah. It really, like, in my head, it felt like that timer was like forever because I have how many words I wrote, but it was really quick. So I don't even know. I mean, yeah, we're just the same reaction. It's trash, of course. I mean, you never know, though. There could be nuggets of goodness in there, and it's just going to be made better once you go back and edit. So you're fine. Everything's fine. 1180 for the streams, whatever that math is. I mean, I did it wrong. You're fine. That's awesome, though. Congrats. I did 600, so 933 plus I think it was 247 for because I didn't write on the first sprint, so over 1,000 math. Yes, I will definitely. I mean, obviously, it's going to depend on what my work and how much paperwork I did, but it was nice because I kind of caught up on everything. So I was so happy to be able to do a snowstorm stream. Yay! Oh my God, Eva, seriously. I'm just like, you're amazing. So I had 4 sprints total, and I only did 3 of writing, and you did 2. And I mean, I would say we both killed it. Yes. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm hoping, like I said, I have some CPs right now, and then come my second draft, if it's clean enough, I would probably do betas. If not, it'll be my third draft that I'll be looking for some betas. But I really, if I can push myself, I'd love to query this next year. I don't know how fast I'm going to edit. But if I write like this, I mean, we could be looking at a query next year. So we'll see. Anywho, second free motion, it's written, and that's what matters. Yes. Oh, thanks. I'm hoping. I mean, I feel truthfully, Kelly, and I'm not like, that's where like it goes back and forth with the imposter syndrome, because like I feel like my writing in this particular book has like elevated so much from like my prophecy project, which was my like the first one that I really gave a lot of detail to. And I felt like it's clean for like being a very rough draft still, but that makes me happy. Thank you. I'm vain. Yes, like that is the summary of what it is. Like I am like vain because I feel like I'm good at it, and then also I'm terrible and I should not do this. Yeah, it's all about being a writer. This is like why do we do this to ourselves? Because writing is both the vainest and the most like complicatingly depressing field to be in. So, all right. Well, We are going to end nicely on time at the 2-hour mark. I really want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Obviously, if you're new here, I don't think anyone is, but like and subscribe. I have been putting out videos. I have 3 new videos that have been up on my channel if you want to catch up on those. I have my goals video that just came out this week. And next week, I will be talking about my favorite audiobooks of the year. And I'm also going to have I'm blogging right now. I have another live stream on December 26th. And then it hasn't been officially announced, but I will be doing a writing all-nighter the 29th of December into the 30th. So if you guys love writing sprints and or challenging yourselves, you can look forward to that. That'll be announced in like the coming days officially. But yeah, again, guys, thank you. You can follow me on social media other than YouTube if that's your speed. And I also have a coffee page linked down below. I would love to do some giveaways next year. And if you would like to help me get a P.O. box, you can tip me on coffee. All right, guys, thank you and have a wonderful day. And until next time, we'll see you then. Bye.